This is an examination of the business model and includes recent strategies undertaken by the Ford Motor Company. This is based on the most recent available financial data through the third quarter of 2012. A full 2012 annual report will be expected sometime during the middle of 2013. Now, if you didn't already know this, Ford over the last several years has placed an extraordinary amount of effort on its own flagship car, the Fusion, and variations of the Fusion. This brand or nameplate is now the best selling brand of automobile in the world. Before we jump into the business model, it's instructive to look at some of the business strategies Ford has undertaken of late. At the top of the screen, you'll note that 7 new and in some instances highly redesigned models have been introduced into 3 very distinct geographical regions. Further, in 2012, Ford retook full management control of its Flat Rock plant, confirming $555 million to be invested that would retool the plant for the production of the 2013 Fusion and other automobiles to be built on flexible platforms. Flexible platforms are when one model can be changed to another, thus reducing downtime between models and also costs. Digging a little bit deeper into Ford Motor Company, there is now a unifying mission called One Ford, and that mission is a focus for all employees on global growth, innovation, and profitability. There's also a focus, and you can see here from this screen, on new products. And that's especially important because a lack of new products was very troubling to the Ford Motor Company from 1995 to 2005. And you can look at their product and global mix. It has changed significantly from the past, where they're focusing now much more on small, more user-friendly, fuel-efficient automobiles, and the regional mix has changed quite substantially as well, with a heavy focus on the Asia Pacific and African markets. There is a difference between strategies that we just talked about, different models, different geographic regions, and the business model. The strategy involves the firm's competitive moves, which we've just talked about. On the other hand, the business model concerns whether or not these strategies can lead to a situation where the firm can be profitable. If we look at this 2012 financial summary through the third quarter, take a look at the net income of Ford Motor Company, and its to date after-tax net income exceeds $4 billion. In addition, it has strong earnings per share and also a very strong cash position of almost $10 billion. If you look at Ford's income statement over the last 3 years, you'll see that its net income from year to year to year has almost tripled in each of those years. So it's shown very strong growth in its net income. So we close this by just simply saying that strategies are one thing, but having the strategies work is something quite different, and the business model at this time for Ford Motor Company seems to be working quite well.